Hey everyone, it's May 7th, 2020, and time for my weekly market update here in Phoenix. One big announcement during the past week or so is that iBuyer OfferPad is back in the game. iBuyers are companies that come in and purchase homes from sellers without putting them on the market, and they pay under market value. And then once the seller moves out, they flip it and put it back on the market through the MLS to sell it for a profit. By them being back in the game, as well as another big company, Opendoor, which announced they're back in the game a couple weeks ago, I imagine our low inventory will be even lower, because right now we have those houses on the market through the MLS that maybe somebody would have listed with the iBuyer. So for buyers that are on the fence and want to wait until there's more houses available, I say go for it now, because it's better for you to buy those homes directly from the seller rather than wait for them to sell it to an iBuyer and then the iBuyer flips it for even a higher of a price. During the past 7 weeks or so, we have seen a decline in demand. So week after week, demand has gone down a little bit. However, even with that, we are still in a very strong seller's market. It would take years for us to see a price crash, as people keep saying, oh, the market's going to crash. It would take years of demand going down and supply going up for this to happen. So it just goes to show what a strong seller's market we have been in during this time. I'm seeing some headlines on the news, and sometimes I just think they're so deceiving. To give you an example, one of them was about how the price per square foot has dropped to $161. And it's like, this is a good thing for our market. I mean, before COVID-19 and before the stock market crashed about 7 weeks ago, we were seeing multiple offers being put on homes. Buyers were having to put 10, 15 offers to even get a house. They were going for over asking price. And we were just on track for appreciation to just soar through the roof. So the fact we're at $161 a square foot on average, that this is a good thing for our market. I've also seen stuff about prices are declining. The average sales price is declining. And these are national headlines. And the thing is, in our market, the segment that's been hit the worst are luxury homes. And those are priced the highest. So yes, if luxury has been hit, then of course our average sales price is going to go down, because that had such a big impact on our average sales price. And personally, I don't like average sales price. I prefer median sales price because it takes out some of that. But it just makes me laugh, and it's just the media isn't always giving you the whole picture. So always be aware of that. I'm sure most of you are this day and age. The bottom line is listings are still down in all price ranges from the 2019 level. I want to take a moment to talk about accepted contracts, because those numbers are also very important. They are down 39.1% from the last 6 weeks. So accepted contracts are down. Yet during the past 3 weeks, they are up almost 32%. So that's showing us that things are starting to rise and go back to the levels, or head towards the levels that they were prior to COVID-19. Sales volume has also dropped. It's only down about 2% for the entire year for 2020, but for April, it's down 27.3%. And normally these numbers would be quite alarming, but we know exactly why those numbers are so low, and we know that those numbers are already back on their way up. Closings that we're seeing now, I thought this was very interesting, that the closings we're seeing right now, 23% of them have seller concessions. So that means 23% of the closings, the sellers are helping the buyers with their closing costs. And so that's up. It was 18% in March. So that is up quite a bit, but not enough to be anything alarming. We did have some cancellations. When all this first started, we had 2 weeks where the cancellations were very, very strong. But now all that's over. We're not seeing that anymore. And in fact, cancellations are less now than they were prior to COVID-19. So I thought that was interesting as well. If you have any questions about the real estate market, maybe you want to know what's going on in your specific city, I can break down the numbers for you, or your neighborhood or your property. I'm always happy to help. You can find all my contact information online at dawnsellsazhomes.com. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.